Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter Critique, where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today, we're slumming it over on GameFound, which has a CMON game. And I will say, typically, I'm at least kind of excited about CMON games because normally they have like some sort of intellectual property where we're like, oh, I'm excited to see what they're going to do with this. Or, I know it's going to be a boatload of minis, or something about it excites me. However, with Degenesis Clan Wars, there is nothing. There is nothing at all. Now, I have not even looked at the description of the game, but just looking at the main image, it looks like you could totally rip this main image off and put it onto an Xbox 360 game from 2007. It looks so incredibly generic. Look, there's steampunk goggles. Now, I'm hoping Degenesis is some IP that I just don't know about, but if not, this is such a boring, generic, terrible main image. And it's just CMON being CMON. They could have put something exciting and interesting here, but they decided not to. I look at the same thing with Seismic, too. Like, and it's just the square. The square is not conducive to actually utilizing your space. I hate it. But what is Seismic? Whatever the hell this thing is. I know Seismic. Seismic was on Kickstarter asking for way too much money because they're making this massive game. And so they went to GameFound. It looks like they're actually going to pull it off. Take your place in the war for humanity's survival. Degenesis Clan Wars is an asymmetric 2 to 5 player skirmish game set in the apocalyptic version of Europe in the year 2598. I do like asymmetric skirmishing. Become the hostile and command your swarm to destroy the Protectorate or take up the mantle of the operatives dying to defend it. Good luck. Now I'm kind of getting vibes from that Portal game from a couple years back that was really good with the asymmetric factions. Burn Bright or... what was that? Go back. It looks like a boxing. It looks like a boxing promo. Okay, very slick. Let's go. $40 seconds. Oh my god. They're going full Xbox 360 here, folks. Wow. That is literally 1/3 of our video. Let's go back and rewatch that gem of a 1/3 of our video that CMON just pulled down their pants and laid into our lap. Like, it's nothing. There's your logo, kind of, but it's kind of hard to read. And then you don't even let me see it. And then we cut to, what are we cutting to here? I really want to break this down scene by scene. We got, it's like, what was it? It's like, oh, minis. Oh, minis, cool. Darkened minis. Then we got spooky imagery. There's lava. Lava, fire. Symbology. Ah, plastic. So much scary stuff. Turn over a card. Wait, why did it pause? I was in it. I was getting jammed out, man. What is this? Why does it keep stopping? What the hell was that? By the way, that Tim Duncan interview is pretty good. Pretty good. It's like Between Two Ferns, if you like basketball. It's not as good as Between Two Ferns, but it's fine. That was such a bad video. I can't get over that. Like, what could I take from that it was actually like... Yeah, I'm done. I'm out. That was, oh, hey, cool. Wow. I like how one picture of a fancy-looking mini did more for me than your 40 seconds of artistic video there. I don't think that was it. And especially not from you, and not for this project. You want to go full artsy. Don't do it on what looks to be the most generic-looking game that you could possibly put out. So after the video, do I want it? No. No, I don't. You've actively discouraged me. I was excited because it was an asymmetric 2 to 5 player skirmish game, but now I'm like, what the hell is that, CMON? What are you doing? 840 backers. Okay. I mean, that's not a huge number, but I mean, it'll get the job done. Get the job done. So it's CMON. Can you do it? I mean, I'm not really worried about it, but they have like a bunch of stuff that's not out yet. Like, let's see, so these are all the things coming. So that one's not out. Obviously this one's not going to be out. I don't think this one's out. They got a couple things not out, but it's CMON. I'm not even going to go into it. They have, if you're not familiar with CMON, CMON has a laundry list of problems. If you're backing CMON, you have to be prepared to get jerked around generally on the campaign and not actually know what all you're buying at the beginning. And it's just, they've got a lot of really bad business practices that have actually sunk other companies, but they run theirs well enough that it doesn't, even though they did get in. They were in some financial trouble a couple of years back, if I recall correctly, but I think they've dug themselves out of that, because for a while they were just releasing so many games. They weren't even crowdfunding them. It's just like, I'd go to Gen Con, they'd like, we got 12 new games. It's like, what? But a lot of companies do that. In case you're not familiar why, it's because all you need is one of them to hit. That's it. The other 11, throw them to the wayside. Yep. Hopefully you sell through them. But yeah, so after the video, do I want to know? Can you do it? Yeah. I'm sure it'll come out. Then how much is it? $245, which I'm not surprised that's the price, but I don't feel convinced or compelled in any way, shape, or form. Hopefully you'll actually tell me some more about the game instead of just flashy music here. 2 to 5, 90 minutes, audience 14 plus, tactical, asymmetrical, skirmish. Look at those gorgeous pieces. Yeah, maybe if you would have took more than like a half a second to showcase me those pieces in between showing me bloody hands and sexy fingernails, then maybe I'd be a bit more captivated by your game here, CMON. God, that was such a bad video. I can't get over it. Like, I'm not saying it wasn't a well-made video, but it's just like, as an actual Kickstarter video to like sell your product, what the like, how many sets of eyes saw that and were like, yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Like, there has to be people in the company. They're going to quit one day. They're going to be fired one day. And I'm going to talk to them one day. And they're going to be like, yeah, that video was freaking weird, man. I don't know what they were thinking. Or they will know exactly what they're thinking. They'll be like, yeah, it was this person. Dark, gritty, lethal, punishing. Wow, that's a great quote to start with. I guess it's a hard game. And it's dark, gritty, lethal, whatever. Garbage. So it's a hard game. Said someone who can talk. Hence, that's a quote. Generally, names after quotes go well here, CMON. I would expect you to know that after about your 40th or 50th crowdfunding project. Based on Degenesis. Oh, okay. So that's it. There is an IP here, and I bet that's why it's such a stylized video. They're going after that audience. Degenesis by 6 Vodka something or other. What the hell is this? 6 Vodka? Oh, it's the second live-action trailer for the groundbreaking. Oh, it's an RPG. Okay, so that makes more sense. That explains why they're going all full fancy here with the. I still think you could straddle the line between regular people who are just interested in a great CMON game, because let's be honest, most of the time CMON isn't known for their bad games. Like, you'll hear a lot of complaints about CMON, but most of the time it's not their games. What's in the box? Cool. Plastic, lots of minis. You got some standees over here. That's weird. What is this? A rule book and a mission booklet. Wow, how many missions can I go on? That would have been cool information to know in that video, or sometime right here. Alright, so that's the box nobody's buying, because this is the one they're pushing. Across the frontiers of Protectorate. So these are the different factions. Okay. Join the war effort, assemble your roster, win or die trying. Ooh, I like that. Construct your people at the beginning, so you got like different synergies. Equip yourself with unique weapons, items, and powerful interactions. That sounds fun. The Hostile, guide the Clanner Swarm, weak alone, unstoppable, unmatched strategic gameplay, lethal results. Yes, more of this in the video, please. The campaign. Oh, there was only 2 factions. I thought there was 5. Either way, I'm getting more excited about the game. Rage across a branching, choice-driven campaign. Take on dangerous optional missions and grow in strength as you recruit new allies to your side. Wow! If only there were a place like a video where you could spotlight these cool gameplay aspects instead of, I don't know, lava and crows. Like, this is so cool. 140 pages, 28 missions. Now we're talking. Now we actually got a game here, but how many people just tuned out after that dreadful video and the fact it's from you? Like, let's be quite frank here. It's you, CMON. It's you. You know about your reputation. If you're on this video, you probably know CMON's reputation. So I think you got to get quicker to the point. I would 100% mention that. That's what I want to know. 48 missions, 140, 28 missions. That's fantastic. Tense focus skirmishes, both sides play to win and play to kill. Assemble the battlefield from individual sectors. No two maps are the same. 2 map themes, dry tundra battlefields, so cool. Assembling the map each time, that looks fun. Loadouts, each operative comes with 1 operative sleeve, 1 dashboard, 3 items, 2 potentials, and 1. Ooh, this looks cool. Wow. See, and here's the thing. I didn't focus on any of your components because I was too busy looking at all the stuff that wasn't your components. Like the sexy red nails, and the fire, and the crows, and the lava, and the what the hell is going on. Alright, 111 potential cards. Awesome. This looks like this is great. This looks fun. Detritus of the old world. What is this? This is an unnecessary piece. Cool. 160 item cards. Great. Good deal of info on the cards, too. We got text. We got nice. Yeah, I want to play this. I 100 want to play this game. The Apocalyptic Tarot. Twist fate with the tarot. Drawn from a powerful deck of cards representing the fundamental nature of humanity. Yeah, this looks great. This looks like it has easy crossover appeal from just the RPG fans. So $125 for the core box, but the core box includes all the stretch goals, and all the stretch goals includes 2 additional boxes. Well, what if we don't hit all those? Do we still get the 2 boxes, CMON? Not that anybody cares, because nobody's buying this. Everybody's buying the big one, 712. So it's like 4 or 5 times to 1. It's not great. So $125 versus $245. So why am I buying what am I paying for extra here? I don't feel like it was really told me that well. 3D Terrains expansion. Cool. You know, it'd be cool if I could see those here. That'd be cool, CMON. Let's see, can I see the other one? What's the other one? Operatives expansion. Every day around noon, we'll add new free content. Oh, cool. Unlocks. Come back to our... Yeah, come back to our campaign. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the CMON stuff right here. This is exactly why you have a bad reputation. I say... Ooh, okay, well, I'm going to pay an additional $120 for these expansions. What's inside? Well, we'll tell you tomorrow. And then the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day. And it's like, oh, cool. Oh, at least this one I get to see. Cool, cool, cool. So the main expansion it is, but the unlocks, not so much. Still stupid. Still annoying. All right, what do we got? Hostile expansion. It includes, why am I scrolling up when I want to scroll down? I need a new mouse. Getting that in China. First hostile expansion adds all new clan to the game, complete with a campaign of their own to play through following the... That'd be great. It's good stuff to know and get excited about in like the video or here. I don't have to scroll through it. And then we have all the unlocks. Come get, they're not called stretch goals. Awakened Realms, I don't care. I hate you. I will never call these stretch goals. They're not. They're unlocks. That's why there's a big lock on them. Stretch goals are when you have money. Or if you get people that do stuff on social media. So this is just unlocks. Cool. So they're not actually doing any stretch goals, like real stretch goals. It's just unlocks. Like, wow, look at all this stuff. Jiminy Christmas. We unlocked all this stuff on day... So 2 things a day? Is that it? So 2 things a day 1, a thing on day 2. Yeah, look at all this stuff. This is great stuff to unlock. Yeah, cool. More plastic. Daily stretch goals, new content, add your pledge goal. They're not stretch goals. Operative starting. What else am I looking for here? Shipping. Yeah. Gameplay video. Rule booklet. Preview. Plastic, 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 cards, plastic, lots of plastic, 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 plastic. We got the plastic. They do have the size there. The millimeters to do it in inches as well. I would say this. Just be nice. I know by default they do it in millimeters, but majority of people back in this are probably from the United States of America, and we're still stupid and use inches. Not like it's our fault. Blame the politicians. All right, what do we got? Jesus, this just goes on forever. You have all this to say, and you couldn't tell me any of it in your video. just Just such a bad video. I can't get over it. It's one of the worst I think I've ever seen. Like, it feels counterproductive. Be aware that the rule booklet remains a work in progress. Cool. Hey, something I like to see. Mission booklet. Wow, you can even see that? That's hot. Put that way higher. Can't read it, but can you be hostile enough? So it's preview. Full gameplay, great. So we got gameplays. We got 2 gameplays. They paid good money for it. Is this... Oh, there's an extra minute 20 of that. I like how someone was like, you know, maybe we don't give them the full 2 minutes. Maybe we only give them 40 seconds of it. And someone was like, yeah, less of the video? Yeah, I think that would overall be better, I guess. Like, I would love to have been a fly on the wall in this conversation here. I can't get over that. And then what is this? This is another one. Oh, this is actually from the... Oh, that looks cool. We play... Oh, so this is them playing it? Cool. Why are these so far down? Yeah, those are good. So we got gameplay videos. Awesome. Lots of stuff. Why is this buried? Oh, my goodness. You got all that stuff. Oh, yeah. More plastic. I thought we were done with plastic. Jesus Christ. Get it. You got plastic. It's not special anymore. You made it not special, CMON. All right, so 38 and 56. So now I'm looking at $300. Jesus. God, CMON. It's just another $300 campaign. Just another cog in the wheel. All right, let's go check out the... And what's the price? Just so then the standard is still 160. You know, you could get a lot of good games for $160 right now, especially if you go games that are 5 to 10 years old. I see something like that, and I'm like, man, I did not feel convinced nearly enough. Another day without a character in the daily stretch goal. Hi, can we dream of alternative sculptures as a stretch goal if the campaign does well? 2 different master sculpts, 2 different sacrificers. This is one of the few CMON campaigns that I've been super excited about. The last one being Dune Wars. After the glut of inspired Zombicide, Dead Keep, upcoming Babies game, DC, Marvel United, and half-baked God of War. The God of War game's not terrible, at least the original. This game feels so refreshing. Connecting. Oh no! So I think we're not live right now. I'm going to take a pause, do a quick show note, which no one might see, which is that there will not be shows. Hey, we're back. Yeah. I would like to see a t-shirt add-on for the Degenesis. So it looks like a lot of fans. I know you've heard this before, but CMON, come on. I'm not just going to pull the trigger on this game because it's just piled onto too many other games. God of War was the last for me until Multiverse, Cthulhu, and Mordred deliver. I fully back Tactics, but only got the base game of God of War. I'll hold off on DC until other stuff delivers. I also passed on Dead Keep for this reason. I'm not telling you to do something different. I love your company and your games. Once again, it's not their games. Like, they put out consistently very good games. This flood has just got me worried. And yes, I lost money with Mythic. Good luck, and as soon as these deliver, I'll start backing your games again. Meanwhile, I'll get base games on Amazon. Bingo. Once again, the amount of really awesome games you could have potentially shipped to your house by tomorrow for $160, it's just, hey. And they do have a lot out. I say I'm not worried about it, but at the same time, it's like, at what number do I become worried? Is it like 6 big games not delivered? 8, 10? Like, where do you say, you know, I'm kind of worried. All right, so we got... our daily unlocks, is that all we got? 529, 528, 528, 527. So they limited to 2 a day? Oh, cool. Only 2 a day? Well, there you go. Good. Hopefully they heard me mock them. I've mocked them in the past for how often they think we want to... How many times they reach out to us. Let's see how engaging this is. See if anybody's actually saying anything or if they're just thumbing it. No comments. Yes, they didn't... They probably just told us stuff. These are already prepackaged. They made them. These have been ready for days, weeks, potentially. which is a good idea, but you still got to add something to get people engaged. Well, I guess you don't on Game Found, because it doesn't really matter, because there's no popularity contest. You're CMON, they're going to put your crap at the top. I feel like the heroes in this could benefit from some more dynamic poses. Some of your miniatures, yeah, cool. People reaching out, them not responding. Okay. It was just from yesterday, though, so give that one a pass. But now I want to see if they're just not responding, period. So let's go see if they're not responding to people. So this one is from 3 days ago. I think 3 days ago is very reasonable. You should have responded to anything in here by now, right? No character today. Oh, this is Arthur. Once again, they didn't respond to it. So I imagine Arthur's going to keep posting like he did in the comments, too. Let's see. Give me one more. Give me one more of them not doing good customer service and responding to things. Let's see. I already know. Like, I'm playing a game now with myself because I know they're not going to respond. It's CMON. Of course they're not going to respond. No comments. God damn it. Okay, we're done. We're just going to assume... No, I want to find one more. We're going to assume they didn't respond to it if we don't find it here, though. I'm going to go through this glut of frickin' things. This one. Somebody commented on this one. Totally, right? Right? Hey, there's a comment. And... Nope, nothing. Yeah, 3 comments, in fact, to respond to about people who want to give them money. And they're like, just look at our cool video and blah, blah. All right, so final grade for this. Do I want it? Ugh. I love the search FAQ topics thing. All right, so do I want it? After the video, God, no. After seeing the price, kind of God, no, too. Honestly, it looks fun, but there's so many other games with branching paths. Like, if I just Googled this, I could probably get 2 for the same price. Like, 2 big box things from, like, 5-10 years ago. Of, like, choose your own adventures, super fun plastics extravaganza type things. That are already proven, too. So if you're not a Degenesis fan, man, this is a hard one. That price does not seem good. So do I want it? Yeah, I do, because the gameplay actually looks fun, and there's enough informed decisions, and I like the asymmetric factions, and they got the rule booklets, and they got how to play videos, not how to play videos, but they got preview videos. They got lots of stuff here. All the stuff you need to make a informed decision is here on the Do I Want It. Can you do it? It's CMON, which means you're going to get jerked around. You're not going to know what's in the full box for 8 more days. It's going to be stupidly priced. You're going to be, yeah, like, there's a lot. It's all the typical CMON crap. Pretty much, if you don't want to support all their crap, no, but if you don't, like, I'm not worried about it coming out. Especially with the table, with an RPG already attached to it, they don't want, like, they're going to make sure this thing gets pushed out the door. So I'm not particularly worried about the can you do it, thanks to the IP being attached to it, honestly. And then how much is it? I respect the daily stretch goals over the money when it comes to typical CMON campaigns. At least they're being much more upfront about it as well. I just wish they wouldn't call them stretch goals because they're not stretch goals. That's it. But yeah, I can at least respect it more than the stretch goal one. But at the same time, it's an annoying tactic not knowing what you're buying. And then how much is it? It doesn't feel good. It does not feel good. I would honestly say it doesn't even feel Kickstarter reasonable. Like, it feels like, yeah, it doesn't. And maybe that's because I didn't go through every single individual stretch goal that was unlocked, which I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to feel your value. Those are the icing on the cake. You've turned them into the cake almost. Or not the cake necessarily, but like a lot of icing. So final grade. Ugh. These CMON ones, man. They're so hard. Do I want it? Yes, but not because of what you did. Can you do it? Yeah, I'm not worried. And then how much is it? Not good. And that video, like, that video is a full point grade bump down for me. 2/3. I'll go 2/3. I won't go full point grade because I don't know the RPG, and maybe the RPG fans are like, that's such a brilliant video, and blah, 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 blah. But as someone who wants to know, about the game, it was god-awful. That was such a bad video. That was one of the worst videos I've ever seen. It felt counterproductive. It made me less excited for the game. It made it look more generic. And not like generic for board games, but just like I said, the early Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, Gears of War, badass black and white soldier with his gun generic. They went full generic with this. And maybe that's what the RPG is, but ugh. When a big company does money stretch goals, it generates that huge FOMO. With the daily, they're guaranteed it keeps people coming back. It's a good point. I don't think this one's doing nearly as well as they'd hoped. But I think a lot has to do with just the video and the story aren't fun to go through at all. Like, one of those should be fun to go through, and they just are like, neither. That factor on the fact at the top, they got so many things out of print, and I don't feel like they sold the game. Yeah. Final grade is a C- D+ range, I think is fair. Man. It's got all the things you need. Previews, rule booklet, even it's got a lot of good stuff. I think I'm judging it a bit harsher because it's C-mon. C-. But you could easily talk me into a D+. You wouldn't have to buy me dinner to convince me to go D+. Let me know in the comments below. What's your final grade for Degenesis Clan Wars? And that main image is so bad, too. No, D+. D+. Your main image is just that god-awful generic thing. That video is 40 seconds of absolute trash when it comes to selling a game. I'm going D+. I feel like they put the worst foot forward. Yeah. And then all the other CMON stuff on top. So much scrolling on this one, too. So much scrolling, and it was so much scrolling of just... bleh. Yeah, D+. Let me know in the comments below what's your final grade. And as always, quick show note. There will not be many shows during the month of June. It's going to be Origins, which I will be attending. So if you're in the Unpub room, I'm gonna be pretty much sleeping there. I feel like a lot. I'm gonna be spending a lot of time in the Unpub room, and I'm going to China. So do expect some live streams from China. I plan on live streaming some friendly local game stores in China. I plan on going to this gigantic flea market called Yiwu, China. That's like 10,000 football fields. Pretty much like a lot of knockoffs and like imitation brand stuff, like the fake purses and whatnot. But they have board games, so it'll be like maybe I get some interviews about the board game shops in there. Doing a bunch of stuff from China as well. So there will be some varied content coming out, but Kickstarter critiques are going to be pretty light for the month of June. Go have yourself a great day. Bye bye.